Hi, welcome to another markets analysis video from thestealthytrader.com. So on the screen now is an intraday 30-minute chart of the Dow. And basically, this is Monday, starting here. We had a huge up candle in the first half hour. For the rest of the week, especially Tuesday, drifted lower. Wednesday, we drifted higher. Thursday, we were drifting until around 10:30 Eastern Standard Time. We were able to pick up on some, we were able to unmask some disguised accumulation, and lo and behold, we had a nice, powerful candle at around 11:30, which more or less, to us, revealed some really great insights about the strength of the market, and we were able to get our premium members into some nice holdings. And we broke above a resistance line here for Thursday afternoon. The market did come off a bit on Friday, Thursday before the close. Friday it opened where it closed on Thursday. Had to push up to test this trend line at 18,100 in the Dow, and we're unsuccessful, at least for Friday, to break through it. For next week, as we look at what is now an empty Monday cube, it would be great to have that filled in. It would be like a Back to the Future episode, if we knew where the market would be. Where's that candle going to be, up here or down here? Anyway, our feelings is a lot of the recent highs we're a lot closer to the recent highs than we are to some of the warning levels that we had not too long ago, like a week from Friday, 2 weeks ago. So this is where we are. Let's take a look at a daily chart. Okay, so this is a daily chart of the Dow, and here was Friday that I was just talking about. Also, this is the Thursday semi-breakout above a couple of the top of the bars for this week, the candles, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, this trend line. And we were able to see on Thursday when that broke, we had a nice little pop here. We're hoping that it would take out this 18,200 level in the Dow. So we're going to work through that a little bit further. Not much more to say. We still are in a sideways range of what is no doubt a huge rectangle. So consider joining us, taking our trial, our demoing our service for 10 days, and you will be the first to know should we see some subtle but really important hints that we are either going to take out these trend lines slightly above the market, or if perhaps this right shoulder of this rectangular consolidation that's it, and we might even head south. So this is really important to take advantage of. Let's look at some other items. This is a chart for one of the stocks that we were able to jump on when we were able to pick up on that pop on Thursday in the index and how strength came into the markets. This is GLUU Mobile, GLUU, and this is a kind of like a wedge pattern. We had this incredible breakout on Wednesday, and it popped above 520 area, ran all the way up to 565. We were able to get in for our members around here, around 522, and it's been nice. It's run a little bit, and the key thing to note here is that we're anticipating what might happen now that this wedge is forming and the pullbacks have held true to the sloping trend line, and the neckline is lined up around 545. Again, with our methodology, we look at chart pattern recognition. We correlate individual names against the overall trend in the market. So we want the wind at our back at all times. So it's really important to have access to this information, because the ideal perfect storm, it's just worth being involved with us. It'll pay for the membership in one trade. So enough of that. This is one of the stocks that we're looking at, and hopefully you'll be able to receive real-time alerts from us and get in before the masses and actually take profits by selling out to the masses. This is the next chart we're going to look at. It's SQNM, SQNM, and again, we were able to grab some shares at nice levels based on our ability to interpret very subtle shifts in the overall market. Additionally, we utilize proprietary volume filters, and when those ping in combination with our correlation with the index and patterns that we're able to recognize in the charts, it does really add up in many cases to an ideal risk reward scenarios. So we're in the SQNM at really low levels. Friday was, a slight drift back. This has run up a nice amount in the last week. And this is another stock that we are watching very closely. The next chart we're going to look at is GBSN, Great Basin Scientific, or as I like to term, Gibson, due to its symbol, but it is GBSN. These stocks are tricky. You have gap higher on Wednesday, and there are a lot of opportunities when this happens. A lot of our colleague firms specialize in this just like we do too. This is not a holding that we recommend to our swing members or our longer term members who aren't in front of a computer screen all day long, but we do have some members that want to trade along with us, and clearly having our offering to people who are trading cannot be any more necessary when it comes to momentum intraday plays. I mean, these are very tricky. So you had this major move higher and then some relatively violent swings back up and down. This was on Thursday. Again, the opening couple of candles, and then from Thursday and Friday, we had the drop. Our experience is when a stock has this kind of violent moves, an amazing open. Let's see, it closed at 354 and it opened at 480. That's huge. That it's prone to repeat that again, whether it's on the open, whether it's midday. And the important thing is, once again, not to belabor this point, is to have a service that is able to pick up on subtle shifts in accumulation. Those that move the market aren't going to come out with trumpets blazing and fireworks saying, hey, we're going to be buying. So this is something that we're able to pick up on. So leave it at that. Let's look at one more. Okay, so we're going to conclude with a chart that we got a lot of requests for last week. By the way, we do invite people who are just checking out our site and want to get a better feel for our methodology, that visit our significant alerts page and see some of the great alerts that we put out, and are like, okay, can you give me your feedback on blah, blah, blah. So this is one that we got by more than one person last week, and it's a gold chart. And clearly gold is a key player in the financial markets. It's a key instrument. So anyway, this is a weekly chart. Basically, what we see here, and a lot of people have caught on, is this coiling wedge that's been taking up. Notice the highs all connect with this down-sloping line. The neckline here, it's tricky. We're right 1131, 1,131, more than a couple of touching points here. And that's basically the story with gold. Whether or not these lower highs indicate that we are going to break through the bottom here, that's very possible. Very, very possible. And we don't feel it's a good risk reward to get involved on the long side. However, conversely, an argument for a possible bottom can be made by these yellow lines. And I'm going to scrunch this chart a little bit just to show what this is. This is a Fibonacci retracement, and I'm going to show you the levels that we use the retracement from. Down here, and this was in September of 2008, this low all the way to the high here, which was September of 2011. So this run up here, if you take a Fibonacci retracement of this this recent low-high extreme, we are now down at the 62% level of the pullback, a significant level. and that level is 1161, which coincidentally is right about where these lows are. So this is what makes it really interesting. Are we consolidating and coiling for a breakdown of the neckline and the inability to hold the 62% retracement, or as presently might be the less statistically potential choice, we get one of those turnaround and break out through this sloping trend line of the coil, and the 62% drop holds, and then you have all this room above the market. And that's basically it for gold. We're watching. We're in watch mode. So seriously consider utilizing our service, because perhaps during the trial period we'll get a signal on gold, and we'll quickly get very busy benefiting from our reconnaissance. And that's it for now. In conclusion, I would say make sure to check out our significant alerts page on our homepage. Visit our YouTube channel, and that link is right below this video on our homepage. And our 10 Commandments of Trading is under the More tab. And reach out to me, ask questions. A lot of you have asked questions, and a few have joined in the last week or two, which is great. And I'm glad that we were able to have a couple of really nice trades last week for you. So that's it for now. Hope everybody has a great weekend.